15.
Yep. Hello, Avengers, and welcome to the Cross Media Show. Today's topic is WandaVision Episode 9, the final episode, the series finale. Also titled the series finale. I am your host. You know what? I'm going to change that. I'm your director, Ruben Guerrero. With me, I have my co-host, Eric. Eric, how's it going?
Hi, that's me. You know, looking at myself on the stream right now, I have a black shirt in a pretty dark room right now, so I feel like I'm on the cover of the Queen album.
Okay.
Looks pretty neat.
Cool.
But anyway, hello. How are you?
I'm doing much better this week. You know, yeah. That's
You know, directors of S.H.I.E.L.D. don't have long life expectancies, right?
That's okay.
Just making sure you're aware.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Our two guests today are Ryan. Ryan, how's it going?
Doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing okay. Mr. Host of Anime Nation, how's that going for you?
I mean, got an episode coming up this week. We're talking anime movies. It's going to be a good time.
Ho ho ho! Who's going to be on that episode?
We got Richie and John for that one.
Okay, cool. Nice. We also have our... I can't even say residential Arizonian.
Well, I'm in California now, so...
Our residential California... I guess, who else do we have? Yeah, we don't have anybody in California. Our residential Californian. Saj, what's up? How's it going?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Didn't Christian live in California?
No, Christian...
No, he's in Oregon.
Oregon.
That's how I met him. I met him like 5 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, he lives in Oregon where there's no laws.
Sorry, Christian. I totally forgot. Don't hurt me.
There's no laws in Oregon, guys. You can literally do whatever you want. Drug-wise. I'm sorry. So, how's everybody doing today? Pretty good?
Doing great.
Doing well, yeah.
Good.
Thank you to all the loving women that we all know on International Women's Day.
Right.
You guys
Happy
rock.
International Women's
Ladies
Happy
are great.
Wednesday.
On our International Women's Day, we have all these guys here. Way to go. We did it.
Listen, in my defense...
It's okay. I'm just busting your balls.
It wasn't planned to be this way, but this is what we got, and I'm okay
Well,
with that.
okay, we're live now, right? But
Yes.
but when you post this on the website, it won't be that day. So I guess
This is true. This goes up the next day, so this doesn't really count as International Women's Day. So I'm gonna take that back. Happy International Women's Day yesterday. How about that one? Today- Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I don't know what I'm talking about.
Anyway, yeah, just so many kick-ass women that we should all go support and love.
Absolutely. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to give us a like and subscribe. It helps out. Gives us some feedback and helps out the channel in general. You know, we could definitely use some pick-me-ups. Be sure to check out our website, thepenultimateconquest.com, to check out what content is going up this month. And holy shit, it is March already. I have yet to fill out that freaking calendar, man. I'm gonna
March
get to it one day.
372nd.
it still feels like March of last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Time is a vicious circle that doesn't end ever. Also on the website, you can check out the VODs for our past shows, and you can also one day you might be able to check out the schedule for the rest of the month. One day, but it's not today. I can guarantee you that it's not. So before we go into WandaVision episode 9, Ryan, we have this thing on the show where we ask each guest what their favorite Marvel movie is and what their favorite Marvel character is.
I've seen a few episodes here.
Oh,
I've
okay.
been excited for this question.
Good. Don't film me.
Favorite Marvel movie would have to be The Winter Soldier, Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Good question. Good answer.
And favorite Marvel character. Do they have to be in the MCU?
No, sir.
Who? Think here real quick.
Eric.
Comic book Hawkeye, probably from the run a couple years back, is probably my hands down favorite Marvel
Okay.
character.
It's very specific, but okay, I'll take it. All right.
Or
Been
Moon
told-
Knight.
I was told my volume was a little loud, so I'm changing it now
By who?
by Christian.
Oh. Okay.
So
Is my volume good too, Christian? Might as well
Yeah.
just check everybody's volume.
Christian, I need some input here, buddy.
Yeah, come on. Get with the times.
he was right. I did check my volume. I was very loud.
I didn't hear that you were loud at all. Saj, you've been on the show before, but I'm going to ask it all again. What's your favorite Marvel movie, and what's your favorite Marvel character?
Winter Soldier as well, favorite. And then favorite character was Spider-Man.
Okay. Now,
Pretty simple.
I want to say thank you, SMG Network, for giving us a follow. I also want to say there's nobody here. I can't hear you, Eric.
No, I just moved my lips.
Quiet now.
Oh, okay. You all are cowards, okay? Iron Man 3 is the best Marvel movie that has ever been made, okay? And I'm tired of nobody saying it. So,
I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's the greatest, but I don't think it's bad.
no, it's the
I
greatest.
thought it was bad.
It's a
Oh,
great-
it's
we
the
gonna
second
do
worst
this with,
movie.
no, that's not true.
It's not the second worst movie. I wouldn't say it was the second worst movie.
Thor Dark World was the second worst movie.
What's
And
number one then?
Thor.
You
no,
think no?
Thor
Oh.
1 is so
No,
much
no,
better
Dark World is-
than
That's
Iron
not
Man
true.
3.
It's not true. No, that's impossible.
You just don't understand Shakespearean drama,
I
Ruben.
don't
It's
wanna
okay.
understand Shakespearean drama. I'm here to see fucking people get wrecked by a god of thunder and fire, apparently.
Shakespeare in the Park.
Shakespeare, I never heard of it.
Does mother know thou wearest her drapes?
Or drapes? That's
It's
a
from
little
Avenger.
weird asking.
It's from
I know,
Avengers.
I know.
That's what Tony Stark says. Okay.
I know.
I was just making sure.
I was just messing with him. All right, let's just get into it. WandaVision episode 9. Eric, what did you think of this episode? The series finale.
General thoughts, blurry right now.
Sorry, that was Siri. I don't know why she popped up.
What did Barry think of the episode?
General thoughts. I think that it was a very satisfying finale. I'm sure we'll get more into it later. I think it really closed Wanda's story pretty well. There were some issues, but I think that, yeah, it stuck the landing for me. I was worried it wasn't going to stick the landing, but it did. It ended well.
Okay, cool. Ryan, what were your thoughts on this episode?
I think it was a great ending for the type of show that WandaVision is and the themes it played with. I think people got a little bit too carried away with fan theory to see the ending through the series itself and not as a greater step in this big picture of the MCU. So I think it's getting a lot of flack for that I don't agree with as much.
Okay.
But all in all, I thought it was a fantastic episode. There's definitely some problem points, which we'll get into later, but I thought it was pretty good all around.
Okay, cool. Saj, what did you think of this episode?
I have to agree. It was a very satisfying episode. It was a good way to end the series for what it's supposed to be, which is supposed to be open ended, supposed to lead into other Marvel cinematic
Universe
things.
stuff, yeah.
So yeah, universe stuff. They're just supposed to be kind of like a in between kind of thing. So they did a good job, and then with the after credit scenes, they did a good job as well. Really opens up to a lot of stuff that they could do.
Okay. I'm gonna do a new segment, and I think I'm just gonna keep this just for I guess series finales. what was one thing that disappointed you in this episode, Eric? If there was any disappointments.
I think the sword stuff really just was meh.
Okay.
Like, okay, Hayward, bad guy. All right. Like, we really don't know what he did.
Yeah.
Wanted for. He just, all right, I just wanted Vision back. Okay, guess that didn't turn out well. But yeah, the sword stuff probably was definitely lacking. But it's not like Sword's gonna not be there anymore. Sword's still gonna be around. So
That's right. That's right.
just the Hayward stuff. I thought the Hayward stuff was bleh.
Okay. Ryan, what about you? What did you think of? What was one thing that was disappointing for you?
The big CGI fight scene in it was a little odd.
Okay.
In that there were parts of it that just did not feel right, and for the kind of show it was, I don't know if we needed that kind of climax.
Okay.
So that's really my biggest thing.
Okay. What about you, Sash?
I guess it was like for how important Vision was to Wanda, it was kind of underwhelming the way she said goodbye to him, because it was just basically like, you're saving everyone but not us, and then they like, that was it. There was no like real closure there.
Okay.
So I think that was just a little bit, and then I mean that's pretty much it. And there's the sword stuff, the same thing that Eric said, the kind of like the underwhelmingness of the main villain, his motives were just kind of like, what does he really want from this? So
Okay.
but that'll do it.
For me, it was more of the Vision fight, which
That was like the best part of the whole episode.
yeah, but I feel like yeah, I don't agree that. I don't agree with that at all.
I'm with Ruben on this one.
I think them fighting and like I expected
okay.
Vision.
All right, so hold on. Are you talking when they're actually fighting or when they have the philosophical debate?
All of it.
Okay.
I
A
would have
theory about the thing, but I'll wait.
Okay.
Okay. I would have liked to have seen less fighting, and Christian says he's been yelling at his screen for 5 minutes. That's kind of on you, buddy. You should have been on the show. So I don't know what to tell you. I think I would have liked to see less fighting between the Visions and more philosophical debate.
Okay.
Just because, like, it's Vision, you know? Like, I don't know. I guess I could be in the wrong here. That's totally fine. I enjoyed the whole episode as a whole. I wish there was more of the show. Like I definitely want to see more Wanda. I hope she gets her own movie in the future pretty soon, instead of just supporting roles and TV shows. Because Elizabeth Olsen, God, what a phenomenal actress. Okay, there I said it. And
I assume we're
Well,
gonna.
no, she
I
is.
assume we're gonna
I mean,
read. Oh, okay.
Yes, we are going to
I-
recap. We're gonna. Sorry.
Okay.
I just wanted to get that off my chest before we did the recap. Let's see here. Let me get the recap. Okay, so let's get into the recap. The series finale. Agatha attempts to take Wanda's chaos magic, but is interrupted by the Vision, who tries to kill Wanda before her conditional vision intervenes. What the fuck? That's a weird way to put in the first. Okay, sorry.
Now, granted, you're reading this from Wikipedia, so it may not be that great.
Yeah, but like, come on, it gets it gets what needs to be told. The two Visions fight throughout Westview, while Agatha frees the residents of Westview from Wanda's control. Pleading with Wanda, they convince her to open up the barrier. And first off, this first 5 minutes of this episode were pretty great. Like her figuring out, oh, she's the Scarlet Witch, and oh, it was just all good. Marvel continues to do no wrong. You know, I can put my faith blindly in Marvel. I was talking to somebody in the Facebook group about just like the differences between Marvel and like how they show us, how they make us care for the characters we had seen in one movie, and we're like, oh, these are like D-list superheroes. And I just thought, like, yeah, he's absolutely right. When they first introduced Vision, I was like, he's okay. Like, it's just a robot, you know? I don't really care. But, like, after watching the show, I am excited to see where Vision goes. I'm excited to see where Wanda goes. And I had said Wanda is my new favorite MCU character. I'm very excited to see what happens with her next. I'm hoping she's done enough like damage to herself, or has had damage done to herself, where it's just up on the it's all uphill for her instead of downhill, where it's just like tragedy after tragedy. Like, just throw her a fucking bone, okay? Just throw her a bone, guys. Am I wrong, Eric?
I mean, no, you're not wrong. I think that if we're just talking about these first 5 minutes,
Well, I meant
I,
in general, but yes.
in general, yeah. I mean, it was nice that what my personal theories were are, thrown out the window now. But it's nice. Someone mentioned it. I think I don't forget who. I think I saw it on Twitter, or it may have been in the Facebook group. It was nice that we didn't get one last tragedy for Wanda
Yeah.
at the end here. Like, she actually got to, say goodbye to Vision, which was nice. So I thought it was really nice of her. Now, granted, she will be feeling the consequences of her actions soon.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
So yeah. First, just in terms of Wanda, yeah, I think I'm glad that she gets, got a goodbye and got to leave on her
Yeah.
own accord.
Just a heads up, this episode is actually brought to us by Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, but we'll get into that later, Ryan, you'll see. It's very funny. Ryan, what do you think? Am I right? Am I wrong with the Marvel doing a great job of making me care for D-list superheroes?
In the Vision, I can understand calling a D-list superhero. He is extremely powerful. I mean, hell, he has an Infinity Stone in his fucking head. But
Well, not even just Vision, but like Ant-Man.
yeah, no, I can agree with that. I can agree with that on a way of making you care for characters that you may not have seen yourself caring for. I think is a better way to put it.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely with you that I think what this show did for Wanda, for the Scarlet Witch, is insane and will be used for probably the next major Marvel plot, if I had to make a guess.
Okay, cool. Sash, what do you think?
I agree, man. Like well, first of all, what Ryan said about how like we didn't think we were going to care about certain characters, and then all of a sudden they're like the main spotlight for us. I think Endgame did like a brilliant job of doing that for us, just because like Captain America, he's no longer around. Tony's not around, and those are the people that that was our spotlight for MCU, and now we have maybe Ant-Man, definitely Wanda and Vision. I wasn't actually sure if WandaVision was going to be a good show, and it turned out to be phenomenal. So yeah, I agree that the D-list characters are starting to take the spotlight, and we're starting to care for them more.
Yeah.
Now, Ruben, do you mean D-list in terms of like the MCU or just in general?
I meant like in general. Like,
Okay,
I
I must
feel
say,
like
'cause
they can.
Scarlet Witch ain't no
No. I'm not
ain't no
saying that at
D-list.
all. I'm not saying that at all.
No.
I'm just saying, like, I could see Marvel doing a Squirrel Girl show.
Yeah, I mean, they made us care about a talking tree and a raccoon, so
Yeah,
obviously,
exactly.
like, that's
exactly. And more the
but
raccoon
if
than the talking tree.
I can only say his name as well.
That's right.
if I can interject about the beginning, I think another little problem I had, which not problem, I would have liked to have seen, like Wanda being pissed off at what they did to Vision. was like, what the hell did you do?
Yeah.
Like
when
she
he was
had
torn apart. Yeah.
Yeah, like it would have been like it was nice to see her like be really distracted because I think she kind of knew this is probably Vision right here, the Vision.
Yep.
And so it just she kind of got distracted, like when someone says Bucky around Steve, he's like, wait, what?
Yep.
So I would have liked a little more with that, but yeah, that's probably like in the first 5 minutes up until like Agatha versus Wanda, Vision versus the Vision, stuff like that. So.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Ryan. When you sat back, you have two things on the wall. I want to say they're clocks or paintings or yeah.
Those?
Yeah. It looked like you had sat back on your chair and it looked like Mickey Mouse ears on top of your head.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the poster in between them is a Mickey Mouse poster.
Is it really? Huh.
We respect the mouse in this house.
We do respect the mouse because he's given us all this stuff, and I'm
It's a
very
Keyblade Master.
never forget.
Never forget, never forgive.
Never forget. Kingdom Hearts 3.
I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3.
I said what a letdown.
Letdown.
What a letdown.
It's all about two. All about two.
It's all about two.
Okay, I think we're getting a little.
We are.
We're off topic a little bit, yes.
Let's continue. Let's see. She stops when Vision and the twins begin to disintegrate, but not before Hayward and the Sword and Sword enter. Monica frees Pietro, who is actually actor Ralph Boner, and what a disappointment.
I think you can't. I think we're going to get into fan theories and expectations here in a little bit.
Yes.
But I thought it was funny. I chuckled at the boner joke. I'm a kid.
Yeah.
It was funny.
I chuckled as well, but I just wanted it to be.
I know, but it was so perfect that it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't like as big a deal as we thought it was going to be. It was just his last name's Boner.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
No big deal. From Agatha's control, and then helps the twins stop Sword, which I hear a lot of people saying, like, how the fuck did she stop the bullets like through her body? And I'm sure they're gonna get into it in Captain Marvel too, whenever that comes out.
She can manipulate energy, so you would
her
assume
powers,
that would include kinetic energy from bullets.
Yeah, yes, you're absolutely right. I could assume that.
It was like, for me personally, it was really powerful. Kind of like, remember how in Luke Cage, like one of the first things they released with the show was like, a hoodied up black man being shot and he's impervious to bullets.
Yeah,
they were just bouncing off of him. I thought that was powerful, and this was just equally as powerful for me as a black woman is just like, these bullets aren't affecting her. I thought I was very moved by that visual.
I'd have to agree. I was also moved, but it was just, I felt like they could have done a better explanation with her powers. Like, at least catch her off guard by it. Like, oh shit, what happened?
Because she automatically assumed that she had powers somehow.
Well, she assumed, but I don't think
she
knew how to control them. I don't think she knew the extent of her powers.
She was just trying to protect the kids, and I think that's what's important about it. She was just trying to save the two kids, and then that's just what happened. I think there was kind of a shock to her when she saw what was happening, but I think it just stemmed from being a very heroic act.
Yeah,
I think
I definitely agree. Let's see. Vision restores the Vision's. I'm gonna change this whole sentence. Hex Vision restores the Vision's memories. Wanda places magical runes around the barrier to prevent Agatha. Yeah.
We are just going everywhere right now.
Because why not? Why not?
We need to take a break.
Okay. Vision restores the Vision's memories, and I did like the conversation with, like, the philosophical debate. I enjoyed that more than seeing them fight. Go ahead, Eric.
I mean, I think. Sorry, I was trying to.
Go ahead.
I think it was really cool to show them fight, like showing two visions go at each other, like with the density shifting. I thought that was neat, just to show this. Like when White Vision came out of the flames, I thought that was a really cool shot. I just really dug it. And it was neat. Like I would have liked more talking, but it was just a cool visual to see. Now the debate was, that was pure Vision right there. Like that
Yeah.
nailed what Vision is as a character. And I loved it. And who would have thought, someone said a good point. I forget who it was on Twitter, where it's like, WandaVision with the ship of Theseus and the Good Place with the trolley problem. I'm all about high concept thought provocation being in these genre shows.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really neat. Like it was really cool because this is what it is. It's like both visions. It's the ship of Theseus. Which one is Vision? So I thought that was really cool.
The answer?
They're both.
Yeah, I know. Christian comes into the chat and says, "Can't believe they casted Luke Skywalker as White Vision.
Right? It's insane.
Insanity. Unbelievable.
God bless Paul Bettany. That was
Yeah.
so cool.
It really was." Do you guys have anything to add, Ryan, Saj, for the Vision?
Just got theories and now is that.
This was, again, I thought the fight was a little lackluster, but I also, when I think of the Vision, I think of the philosophical talks, like at the end of Age of Ultron, when he's talking to Ultron, that
Yeah.
kind of deal.
Exactly.
Like, he
Yeah.
is hyper powerful, but he's also just a genius and is very philosophical in his views and all that. So to have two of him and two basically splits of him talk, I would have liked to have seen that for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
You've got like two splits of Jarvis right there,
Yeah.
So
Great stuff. Great stuff.
and then yeah, and I think the memories just came straight from the Mind Stone from Hex
Yeah.
Vision to
Yeah.
the Vision. And then as far as my theory goes, I don't know if we're doing that yet or if we're waiting for that.
Let's wait. I'm almost done. Okay.
Yeah.
Wanda places magical ruins around the barrier that prevent Agatha from using her magic, and Wanda traps her as Agnes. Now, there were some people being a little mean on Twitter where they were like, "Oh, now I see the resemblance of the Olsen twins," when she was very she got the magic sucked out of her and she looked a little old and decrepit.
Yeah.
It was in poor taste, yes, but I laughed at it. Unfortunately,
I was surprised that people didn't know it before, because a lot of people didn't even know they were related. And I'm like, how did their last name's Olsen?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
They have like similar
They
facial
look
structure.
alike.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if you had.
Don't do that, Mike. You know they look somewhat alike, at least related.
Oh, Eric, I think he's talking to you.
What?
You're shaking your head.
Nah, just this whole thing. We're bashing the Olsen twins. Just no.
Again,
No.
not bashing.
We're not going to do that.
Light bashing.
They gave us so many great films in my childhood years where they solved mysteries and they did a bunch of cool stuff. I read some books in the library about the Olsen twins. So thank you, Olsen twins.
Okay.
For entertainment.
Olsen twin Stan over here.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
I'm a big fan of the Olsen sisters.
There you go.
All right.
The trifecta.
That's fair. Let's see here. The whole runes thing was pretty clever. I didn't expect her to catch on so quickly, but of course this is Wanda we're talking about, so of course she did. I did like that they did this. It was just I thought it was clever. Okay, let's continue. Wanda says goodbye to Vision and the twins before collapsing the barrier, and then goes into hiding. Somebody had said, I think it was Eric that had said, the lackluster goodbye.
Oh, Saj.
That was Saj. Yes, I would have to agree. This was like, it was lackluster, but at the end, I think they paid it off with that line, like, Wanda, what am I? You're my despair, my hope, all that stuff. That was perfection, which brings me back to our sponsor, Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. You know what she's known for, Eric?
I'm sure you're about to tell me, Ruben.
That's right. 5 Stages of Grief, Dabda.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought we actually got a real sponsor.
Yeah, I thought we got like a
And so I was
sponsor.
like,
We're gonna be rich.
come on,
or-
guys.
oh my god, we did it, we did it, boys and
No,
girls,
no,
we
no,
did
no,
it.
No, I'm not that. No, I was just. I thought it was clever because this whole show is about grief, but I guess not.
So,
Monday. Monday.
are you going to talk about the post-credit scenes before we start getting nitty-gritty into the episode, or?
I think that'd be a good idea personally.
Okay, fine, cool. Christian comes back into the chat and says, "So Wanda is definitely a villain, right? We'll see. We'll have to find out next week." On
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
whoa! What did I
for
just
the
say,
time being.
guys? What did I just say? Come on.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's all right.
Blame Christian.
I like how you both said sorry at the same time. Mid-credit scene was Hayward is arrested while Monica is being informed by a scroll that her friend, a friend of her mother, wants to meet, which is obviously, Fury.
Or Talos. Could be Talos.
Oh, you think it's Talos? Okay.
You say it could be either or.
Yeah, you're right. It could be. And then the last end credit scene was Wanda studying the Darkhold in her astral form while she hears the twins crying for help. So, we were right, Eric. Our theory was correct.
What theory?
Mephisto.
Possibly. I don't know. She could be hearing them from hell. Who knows?
Is it Mephisto from hell?
I mean, some would say he runs it, Ruben.
Precisely.
So maybe we'll see.
We will see.
Yes.
Okay. So, let's get into these theories. Saj, you said you had a couple. What do you have? What do you got?
Well, mine is super far fetched, but I think the Hex Vision being made of vibranium, and then the new Vision, I think that's maybe possibly their way of introducing adamantium because there was no more vibranium or not very much vibranium left on Earth. But that's just me throwing shit out there.
Okay, I like that. That would be pretty clever. I hope that next time we see Vision, we get an answer about that. Yeah, I could see that happening. I don't know, Eric. What do you think?
It's like it was. I was just thinking about it because, they were trying to track Vision or the Hex Vision by trying to track vibranium, and then so that assumes that they don't have any more. So they tried to make the alternate
Adamantium.
Yeah. Adamantium. Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't even think of that. That could be a clever way to do it. Eric?
Thank you.
No problem.
Are you asking my things about adamantium or what?
Yeah. Do you think this is a possibility?
Well, we did kind of get tricked out on a possible mutant, so I don't know. Maybe. There was like those reports that came out the last weekend that Marvel is working on a movie called The Mutants.
Yep.
So I guess we'll see. Who knows? It won't be for a long time, but who knows? Anything can happen now. So
anything can happen.
Mm-hmm. I will say, I think we've missed a couple of big crucial moments in this episode that I think we need to discuss.
Okay. What do you think?
One, I really loved the cool scene when Wanda brings Agatha back to Salem.
Yeah.
There was that thing of creepiness about it, like I talked about, I think last week, where it was get some nice little horror elements in the MCU, and that was like dead witches coming back to life, chanting Wanda's name. That was really cool.
Very cool.
I hope Christian, I hope you didn't watch it at midnight with your headphones. I'm worried about your safety. Because he got scared with the last one. I know. So I hope he was okay.
Very sensitive, yeah.
So I thought that was really cool. It was nice to see the crown start showing for Wanda. Right then. It was also, I think, important a line that Agatha said where it's like, all right, you think you're a hero. Heroes don't torture people. And I think it was really impactful to see Wanda's consequences coming at her with people like, please, can I just talk to my daughter, please? Like, because they, like I said, they've all been aware of everything that's been going on, and the fact that like their tormentor is standing right in front of them,
They can't
and
do
like,
And that,
anything.
and just really quick,
yeah, it's
that
fine.
was just her. That was just her realizing she was even torturing him in her head. It seems like she's like, oh, I actually am tormenting these people. This isn't just like me making a scenario for myself. These are real people.
Yeah.
So
And like the whole thing of Wanda thinks what she's doing is okay. I mean, it's not. But just like having that where it's just, please, can I just like tell my husband not to come here ever? Because and like Wanda, I think just coming to terms with what she really has done, because this was all about she just really missed Vision, and she didn't take anything else into account. So I thought that was really powerful. Like this was like the depression part of it. I think
Yeah.
she's really depressed, like what she had did. Um, and so then we'll get into acceptance later on. I don't want to talk too much and let anyone else stop talking. So
can I just real quick? I think this is
Before
stacking all up
Saj, give
on.
me 1 second. Before you continue, I will be right back. I just got to close my door. So give me 2 seconds. Continue, Saj.
Should I keep on going?
Yes, keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It's everything that Eric says on top of the fact that she's just had dealt with all this trauma from Civil War where she like killed the whole Sokovia thing. I think all this stuff is just like starting to weigh down on her. She doesn't feel like she's getting a break, and like I think it's just mentally affecting just the fact that I mean there's a good possibility she becomes a villain just because uh you know wasn't any reason anyone else would be a villain, right? Like they just don't feel like they're doing anything right. That's all I got.
I think they're doing this in a similar way that they did it with Bucky, in the sense of him. You know, obviously, whatever he did before when he was brainwashed is not his fault. I would say it's not his fault because hence the brainwashing. But the way that they turned him into a hero was kind of like obscure. Like they didn't really give us any information on it. They just were like, yeah, he's in this movie. But I think
And
they're doing it differently with Wanda, where they show her try to be a hero and fail, and then try to do the right thing and then lose everybody that she loves, and then just literally breaking down reality itself into just her trying to be a normal person. Eric?
I don't know. I think there are a lot of times that Bucky does try and redeem himself, and he can't because of all the bad things he's done. Um, and that's why he was running away in Civil War and away from Shield and everything like that because he knows that if he's trapped with anybody who knows those words, he's gonna get brainwashed again. That's why he was running. And then luckily he was able to find or Black Panther was able to take him to Wakanda to get the little memory chip or whatever it was taken out of him. But what he did was already done, and it wasn't him. So that's I think it's not just like a whole he's just there. I think there were steps. It just it wasn't a whole TV show. It wasn't a whole 10-episode thing. It was
Yeah,
just what they had to squeeze into movies.
I agree.
I also wouldn't say that Wanda expectedly failed Ruben. I
Well,
think that she
her
had moments. She had moments where throughout her life, and we see that loses her family. Has to go under this experimentation. Loses her brother. Um, like her family is kind of ripped apart in Civil War. She gets this feeling of hope and stuff with Vision, and then she literally has to see him die twice right in front of her.
correct.
And so that will change anybody.
I
And
did,
so
I was just saying that she failed when in the beginning of Civil War, where she tried to save all those people and
In
essentially
Sokovia.
killed
yeah.
everybody. Well,
Yeah.
not everybody in Sokovia, but
And then and then people are going to make mistakes. Like things are going to happen. Like
Absolutely.
Tony has definitely made mistakes. Cap has
Absolutely.
made mistakes, and
Yes.
so I think that I would have said going into this, I would have liked. I think it would have been interesting to see her become the antagonist, possibly for Doctor Strange. But I don't think that's the case anymore. I think she got to say goodbye to Vision, because like last time she had to say goodbye, it was, hey, this giant, powerful, godlike creature is about to come kill you. I need to murder you. I need to kill you right now. And like this goodbye is in this very traumatic way where it's like, okay, I have to kill you right now. Oh, I just murdered you. Whereas this one, it was, look, I know stuff is collapsing. It's my own choosing. I'm getting to say why I love you so much and how these last 9 weeks, even though 9 weeks or 9 days,
9 days.
and I'm getting to actually say goodbye to you. She's accepting the fact finally that Vision is dead. And this is the sense that
Closure. Yeah.
yeah. And then even when she tells Monica, like, look, I'm gonna go learn this. Like I'm gonna go study it. Like had she got her Scarlet Witch stuff, like her outfit and everything, just went away, something like that, maybe. But the fact that she got to say goodbye finally,
Yeah.
I think it really impacted her in a good way. So, and man, that goodbye was such a tearjerker, especially like when you knew it was coming. When Vision's like, "All right, it's time for us to say goodbye." For me, it was like when Grogu had to say goodbye to Mando. Like it reached that same level where it's just like these characters we have grown into and loved for a while. It's like they're having to say bye because they're having to do it again. Like
Yeah.
it's just, and then the line says, "We've had to say goodbye already. We'll say hello when we see each other again." So it's just, and it would not be episode 9 if we didn't talk about the greatest thing to come on the internet since
Yeah.
You
this
talk about the
episode
meme.
ended. We're talking about Vishon
Oh God.
is the
Yeah.
greatest.
The internet
Is
comes
the
up with fun.
greatest.
The
So
internet
good.
comes up with some clever things. It's a mistake sometimes, and sometimes it's not. This is definitely not.
I so hope
I
that
would
Paul
say
Bettany
this is
saw all
definitely
those.
is.
It's so
Oh,
good.
dude,
Ruben,
it's
did
so
you
funny.
actually
I've seen
Ruben,
him.
did you actually go through it?
Yeah, I saw the
It's
whole
so
thing.
good. So people are, I can't believe how crazy talented people are with some stuff because it was so, I was laughing so hard at all this stuff. And and then Paul Bettany yesterday, it was yesterday or today, showed the meme of what is the ship of Theseus if not the ship of Theseus persevering.
Yep.
I was like, this is perfect.
That
Because I
was
remember I read an article where it talked about how like the creators of the show were like, hey, please meme it, do whatever you want to, okay? Just have fun. And I think that's what the important thing is. Like this is fun. Like that's a thing that can get lost sometimes, and we're trying to have these super serious moments. We also have to remember these are comic book characters. These are supposed to also be kind of fun. And so it was fun. Vishon trend is fun. It's fun that all of these people care so much about these characters. Like like there's memes every week. There were memes every week for WandaVision. And it just speaks to the power that Marvel really has, where it's just like everyone knows his character. You can't go probably somewhere in the world right now without knowing who Iron Man is. Something like that. Like that, it's insane.
Insane. I do want to talk about Wanda's, I guess, Scarlet Witch outfit, which is like the perfect outfit, you know. I thought they were gonna go old school with it and kind of how like the costume was for the Halloween episode. A little like that in terms of not that specifically, but like that style, I guess. But I'm glad they didn't. The costume looks awesome. I'm excited to see her in it again, and I like that she can just go in and out of it. Fucking crazy. It's insane. Yeah. Anybody else?
Before we
Ryan,
jump,
let's say Ryan, you've been quiet for a while, buddy.
well, everybody's been getting the little pieces out, and I want to jump on the back of what you said earlier, where you think this is kind of shooing her away from being the antagonist of Doctor Strange. Where I thought the ending of this locked it in for me as that she will be the antagonist of Doctor Strange now.
Oh, you think so?
I definitely not. I think I'm going to combine now your two guys' ideas here, which is the Mephisto stuff.
Yeah.
I think she will be played by Mephisto and accidentally cause some real crazy things to happen throughout the multiverse. And Doctor Strange will look at her as an enemy, but it will be akin to Bucky throughout the thing. It will go back to her maybe not being a complete good guy, but being definitely more of a force of nature that is something we need, that beware of it, don't piss it off,
Yeah.
but not a villain.
Like an anti-hero, like kind of
Yeah, like an anti-hero.
I'm also surprised that we haven't gotten a conversation between the two, Doctor Strange and Wanda, yet. And
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, I feel like if anything was gonna happen, it would have been during Endgame. Like they would have at least given us a scene with the magic wielders together, but I guess not.
I think Steven
would've
definitely
cost them
knows
too much
about what happened.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he knows.
Steven definitely knows what's going on right now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like him
He
just
probably
sitting in
sent.
his cave, just things are happening somewhere.
Yeah.
He definitely sent her an evite. It's like, hey, Sanctum Sanctorum, be there 20 minutes.
Yep.
We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
And it was so cool, that line where she said, like, where the Scarlet Witch will be more powerful than the Sorcerer Supreme himself. And I was like, that line got me.
Yeah.
So, because I definitely think there's going to be a thing now where she realizes how powerful she is. And I hope it's kind of like a thing where, like, Steven tries to tell her what's going on. It's like, you don't tell me what to do. I got all this power right here. What are you?
Teleports him away or something.
Then, badminton tennis match.
Would be
Like, all right,
strange.
look here.
Christian also says if she's the antagonist, they'll team up by the third act. That he agrees with Ryan, and yeah, I think if that's the case of how they're going with the show, with the movie, yeah, I think that's definitely the possibility that they'll just team up. Like she'll realize, oh, I have much more to learn from Doctor Strange, because he knows more of magic and the whole sorcerer stuff. So I think if they do, that does happen by any chance, that we shall see her in my movie, Spider-Man.
Are we thinking that she is going to team up with Mordo? Is that what we're thinking right now? Because remember, he's still in this movie, and he is still probably going to be the bad guy of this
I
multiverse
think we're
madness.
just thinking she's going to be manipulated by him in some way.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my thought. A deal with the devil type kind of thing.
Correct.
Like, I'll get you your kids back.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll get you.
You do this, you scratch my back, I'll get you your kids back.
It's also really good that Paul Bettany is no longer not in the MCU anymore, that he's still going to be in it. I think that's very nice, because I was really worried this was going to be the last thing he was in.
Nah.
And so I'm happy that he's...
I didn't. I knew for a fact that we were going to get Paul Bettany back.
So,
Now-
he's great.
Yeah.
Ruben, you brought up your movie, Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
How do you see this all tying back to Spider-Man? I'd love to see the path you're paving.
We're not going to get
Where
into
do the webs connect?
We're not going to get into that specifically. I think that one of these movies, whether it's Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness or Spider-Man, what's the fucking title called? I forgot what
No Way Home.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
There you go. Thank you. No Way Home. I think Mephisto and what's the other guy? I don't know the characters. Mephisto and what's his son?
Blackheart?
Yeah, there was a hold on, let me see if I can find it. There was a
So Mephisto, Blackheart, you know that there's one person who can deal with him, Ruben. And he's the only one who could walk on both worlds.
oh. So
It's Ghost Rider.
It's Ghost Rider.
okay.
He's coming back.
It was also very cool just to hear Agatha say the Book of the Damned.
Yeah.
I thought that was... Let's get weird,
Yep.
Marvel.
Let's do it. WandaVision, Mephisto. Let's see what pops up for me.
We worked our way through the cosmic stuff. Now it's time to get into the weird magic side of Marvel.
Yep.
while you're looking up that, I want to talk about fan theories
Okay.
in the sense that I remember when the director talked about how people were going to be disappointed with this finale, and it brought me out to that thing I tweeted where like fandom is a double-edged sword. Like fandom is what makes things fun, but it's also what makes things terrible. Like it has to be to a point where you can speculate and have fun, and this is what we've been doing on this show, like speculating what's going to happen next, and it's fun. But if it gets to the point where we're disappointed because because Quicksilver wasn't really X-Men Quicksilver, because Magneto didn't show up, because they didn't rip open the multiverse right then and there at the end. I think it's important, and I think it's a good lesson in just keeping things in check and just enjoy the ride, because this story was about Wanda, and that's what we got. And I think that was really more impactful than anything they could have done. Obviously, would it have been cool to see more X-Men? Yes, it would have been absolutely cool. I would have been screaming. But the fact that Wanda got to say her goodbye to Vision and got to get over her grief a little bit, I think is way more impactful on the MCU.
Yeah.
And it just goes back to how I can't believe I'm bringing this up on the internet. It goes back to how a reason why people hated Last Jedi was because like their Snoke theories were just thrown out the window.
No, that's not why people hated The Last
No,
Jedi.
okay.
Supposed to
And
be
again,
true.
okay. Again, this is why I say I regret it. Okay, let
Okay.
me talk, and then you guys can go on your anti-Last Jedi message
No,
boards after this.
this is
This
yeah,
is
So,
not what
after
this is
this.
about,
This
okay?
is not what this is
so
about.
it's just one of those things where like expectations were too high because people were going into it thinking like, oh, that was Darth Plagueis or something like that, and it wasn't. And it's like, oh no, Snoke was the worst. It's like, okay, well, it fit Kylo Ren's story. And that's what WandaVision did for Wanda. None of that crazy shit that we speculated were going to happen. Like, while the show was going on, I was like, okay, even though I said Mephisto is going to be showing up, Mephisto is definitely not showing up. That doesn't mean the show is bad now. It means
I
that,
mean, to be honest, I'm surprised they went as far as they did. I mean, like even though a lot of them were twists, and that like that Quicksilver wasn't the X-Men Quicksilver. At least they showed him, and it was kind of a cool cameo,
Yeah.
and that was enough for me. I didn't really expect much out of it.
it was fun. Like, it was a nice
Yeah.
little red herring. And it was interesting to be like, oh, is this really X-Men? And it just like kept it going. It made it interesting. And then when it's not, it's like, okay, that doesn't make it bad.
Plus, to me, like this movie, I mean, sorry, not this movie. This series was meant to be fun. Like the first two, three, like all the different eras of sitcoms that they did for every single episode. It was fun to see them like that. Like I was so stoked to see the Modern Family Office type one. I'm like, dude,
Oh yeah.
they nailed
So
it.
good.
Yeah, and then
So good.
starting from episode one where they did like the early '60s sitcoms and how well going back to how good of a actress Elizabeth Olsen was able to nail the feel of it every single time. So yeah.
I'm not gonna go into the uh Mephisto and Blackheart theory. I'll save that for next episode. But
Okay.
I do think that one or the other will be like they'll split up the two and have them one in Multiverse of Madness and then one in No Way Home.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I could see that happening. Before we close out the show, do we have anything else we'd like to add, Eric?
It's nice that the most powerful character in the Marvel universe is a woman right now, and
That's
that's really
right.
exciting, and
That's
it's
right.
very happy for me.
Very exciting. Ryan.
I was actually just about to say what Eric said. Eric took the word for me.
Unbelievable.
That's awesome for that, and that it's cool to see a new top level, not just a top level character, a new one has emerged, and I think that's really fun.
Yeah, piggybacking off what they said, I think it's just like it's a new chapter for the MCU because as everyone is getting more powerful, and it keeps going to keep on going. I feel, but yeah, that's other than that, yeah, exactly what you two said. It's really awesome how we have like the most powerful MCU antagonist or character in general, a woman, which is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. I currently have this up on my wall.
He's about to show us his Captain America thing again, guys.
That's right.
Yes.
Captain America worthy. I can't wait to get another Boss Logic print of Wanda.
Oh, Eric, you'll love this. Then I got the Captain. Hold on. I got the Captain America. How do I do this properly? Shit. Whatever. I got the Captain
I
America.
see a lot of
statue
PS2 games.
yeah. Oh, there we go. You'll kind of see it up there, but yeah, there's the Captain America thing from the game. So
Nice.
that's
Nice.
best of 2020.
Nice.
Yeah.
I need to get back into Avengers.
No, you don't.
'Cause I think Hawkeye comes back in like 10 days.
You don't need to get back
Oh.
into Avengers.
Well, I was gonna wait till I got my PS5 to get the updates for that, but because I did check my thing, Marvel's Avengers was my most played game of 2020.
And that's
I put like
upsetting. That's real
80 to
upsetting.
90. I put like 80 to 90 hours in it. I had so much fun.
You're a
But
monster.
coming back, Avengers.
Game of the year was so ruined by it.
Oh,
It really
hey, Anthony,
was.
Anthony, if you're watching, man, we did it. We did it.
No, you didn't. You didn't though. Eric, did you ever? You said you purchased a PS5, right?
No, I do not have a PS5 yet.
Oh,
I do.
Okay. Who said? Somebody had said that they
So I'm very excited.
recently purchased one in the group. Okay, sorry.
When I get a PS5, you'll know, Ruben.
Okay. Let's close out the show. Eric, where can people find you?
You can find me at Eric C. Ginn on Twitter. I'm doing stuff for here. Let's see. You know, it's getting really exciting because I don't know if we're ready to talk about the new stuff yet.
Not yet. Not yet. We're gonna.
Not yet.
Yeah.
That's the next stage. That's
I'm
top
really so damn excited that Falcon and Winter Soldier is coming in 2 weeks. I've watched Winter Soldier and Civil War over the last 2 days, and God, Captain America stuff is my favorite. So I'm so like I know people were talking on Twitter about how like, man, how's Falcon and Winter Soldier gonna step up from WandaVision? Like punching people is not gonna be better. I'm like, I'm ready to see somebody get punched in the face.
Oh, I'm ready to see the
I'm ready for
spy
some
stuff.
crazy action. Yeah, I'm ready for some crazy action.
I'm ready to see that vibranium arm just smack somebody in the face.
Yeah.
But no, it's really exciting. Let's see what else. Looking to get second episode of Tower FM Radio here in a few weeks.
Okay.
Also, shout out to Ro, co-host for Tower FM Radio. He has been killing it lately, and I want to give him a shout out because he's great, and I'm ready to have him back doing more stuff.
Cool. Ryan, where can people find you?
People can find me at that's right. There we go.
Hey.
Ryan the Lion 3055 on Twitter, and they can find me here Wednesday for Anime Nation, the podcast I host here.
That's
I
right.
talk all anime.
Saj, where can people find you?
Sajjan SquarePants, right?
Other way.
Oh wow, same
Yeah.
same as okay. Yeah, right down there. Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. Pretty much gonna be guests on most of these shows with Ruben, hopefully. So yeah.
Okay, cool. This week, it's time, guys. I'm finally going to the movies on Friday. I'm finally going.
What are you going to go see?
Chaos Walking, and man,
I
oh
hear
man.
it's not that good.
Oh, don't tell me that. Oh.
Hey, he's going for the movie experience.
But
if
I
anything.
also want to watch a good movie. You know, I'm going back to my. Last year, I had done a movie, like trying to become more into movies, if that makes sense, and also like critiquing movies, but like not seriously. And,
Sounds like you need to have Christian and Jackson Wells give you a list.
Yeah.
Oh no, I saw their list. It's a good list. It's a good list. It's just like I've had this conversation with Christian before, where I take everything for face value. I don't read into stuff. I don't like see, oh shit, that's a literary device that they use. That's symbolism for blah blah blah.
I
blah,
noticed
blah.
that during Attack on Titan.
Yeah, no.
This one though is great.
I take things for face value, and
There's nothing wrong with that, by the way.
no, there's
Don't
nothing
feel
wrong with
as though
that at
that's
all.
anything
But
less.
I'm hoping, like, my plan last year was to like elevate that into something else, where me going to see multiple movies a week would have helped, I guess. But clearly, COVID screwed that up, and we're finally back. You know, movie theaters are finally open. I got my mask on at all times, of course. So I'm excited for that. I'm hoping to go see that Friday. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. And
yes,
having us.
gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Have a good night.
Excelsior.